Well, Neil, local derbies don't normally need any added excitement. We've had a bit today. Have you spoken to the referee first of all, and what's he told you? So
I haven't spoken to the referee. I think it's a waste of time. He doesn't want to talk. You can't ask him a question. He says he's going to report you. So I think it's best just left alone. Walk away. Put it as a bad day at the office and move on.
Let's go through the 2 red cards. First of all, Glenn Rule. There seems to be an insinuation now that it's for a bite. He's bitten the thigh of the opposition player. Yeah. Did that happen? Or
I don't know. I've not spoken to Glenn. But if he has done that, or even through his head at somebody, I don't know. I didn't don't want to say I didn't see it, but because I didn't see it, I just seen the tackle. No, it was a bad scissor tackle. He's got the free kick. He's got to get up and get on with the game. But we'll deal with that internally if what has been alleged is true. I'll deal with that internally, and it'll be fine. Maximum I can possibly do, but I've got to find out if that's the case first.
Are you surprised that the tackle that sort of instigated that whole incident that wasn't also given a red card?
I don't think it was a red card tackle. I think my main issue before that was we blatant foul on Baggy on the edge of the box, and I just thought for the first 20 minutes, every little niggle he gave them a free kick, and everyone that went to ours he never gave us a thing. But I suppose that's the only thing with being a big club. Some people come here, if they want to be the main person, and so I think some of them like being a pantomime villain. But if what's alleged has been done, then the referee's perfectly right to do what he's done.
The only thing possibly you could say about that is that the referee's not got a great view of it, has he? And he seems to have maybe been led by an indication from their player there's an injury of some sort.
To be fair to the ref, I think he has got X-ray vision, because I asked him about the second sending off. Linesman's gone up with the flag, he's out of his box, fine. But there's 3 men on the cover. Their lad's nowhere, he's not nowhere to be seen. He's chasing the ball down, but 3 lads on the cover. And I asked him why he hasn't gone over and consulted his linesman. Because he's given the decision, he hasn't seen it, and he said because he had a perfect view. Well, he can see perfectly from the halfway line. Fair play to him.
So you feel the second one was harsh?
Well, surely the rule is if he handles it, but if it's a goal scoring opportunity, surely it can't just be handball. If the goalkeeper handles the ball outside the box, it automatically send him off. There was a game, I can't remember which game it was, a Football League game or a Premier League game not so long ago where it happened, and he wasn't sent off. So if the rule is now, I don't know if it's changed. They changed that much, but if the lad chips it over him and he's going to tap it in an empty net, fair play, he's got to go. But as far as I can see, he's come to the edge of his box and handled it right on the edge of his box, and he hasn't stopped them from scoring a goal. But I'm not sure if the rules have changed.
I thought your players showed great character after that. 9 men. For 20-25 minutes, you held out for a 0-0, and it was going okay. But obviously, as soon as the goal came, you kind of knew the writing was on the wall. But you did well and showed a good sort of rearguard action.
I still fancied us with 10. I'll be honest. I still fancied us with 10. We were positive. We went 4-3-2. And still trying to win the game. And I fancied once you lose your goalkeeper, you haven't got a goalkeeper on the bench, and then you add to that we had to make a substitution early because Rob opened a bad tackle, and then obviously Joe Garvin had to come off. It doesn't get much worse in a day, does it? So sometimes you just got to move on. We tried everything we can to be positive. Can't knock the lads' efforts. Just said in there the disappointing thing for me is we haven't been opened up. We've been done from 2 set pieces. And with the size and experience in our dressing room, yeah, I will deal with the other 2 if is what has happened. But at the end of the day, we've got to defend set pieces, because if they'd opened us up with a great bit of play against our 9, you'd say, but our lads have defended, as you say, resolutely. But they've been undone from 2 set pieces, people not picking up. And that doesn't change if there's 11 men or they had 9 and we had 11. I thought we still created opportunities at the other end. Sefton's worked tirelessly. They all worked tirelessly. I can't knock their effort. But as I've said to them in there, I keep saying to them, they've got to demand off each other, you know. And if as what's happened has happened, then I expect them to be right down Glenn Rill's throat. It doesn't need me to tell him. Oh, I will tell him. But you know, if is what is alleged has happened, if I was a player, I would be giving them both battles. To be honest.
That's good to hear. Just going back, you mentioned Robinson there, and that seemed unsettling in that first 5 minutes. And I mean, the referee didn't even give a free kick, never mind a booking, but it was high, wasn't it? And he's had to come off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much more about the referee. I mean, if you look at the challenge, the Abs one for me for the Glenn Rill sending off. I'm not, as I say, I'm not condoning what's gone on if it has gone on. But it's a free kick on the edge of the box. You know, Abs is in. You know, and there's no, you know, the number 6 for them has been booked under the Glen one. Straight after goes right through the back of Joe Garvin. Is that another yellow card? I mean, we could be sitting here all day, but the problem you always have at big clubs, particularly at these levels. I mean, I looked at the fair play table, and I think we're right up there as one of the dirtiest
teams. More bookings than anybody else.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we're the dirty side, but what I would say is people come here, officials come here, all away from home, big following, big crowd, a lot of noise, and probably some of them get wrapped up in it. You know, I thought the guy went against Boston. I know we won the game, but I thought he was excellent. I think the first 2 or 3, to be fair, were very good. You know, for both sides, let a little bit go, weren't too picky. But that's what you're going to get, you know. But you got to give credit to Staybridge. They won the game, you know, and they took advantage of our indiscipline, and they've gone and won the game.
I noticed you coming off the pitch with Liam Watson at the final whistle there. Can you tell us what was said there?
Nothing much, you know. I said, you know, we spoke to Dominic before. You know, he knows we've worked out, but they've won. They needed, you know, to win the game, and they've come in here. It's not their fault the referees sent 2 of our players off. They've just got to go about their business and do what they can. They're a strong outfit, you know, and you know, we've got to deal with balls in our box a little bit more. But it's about now picking ourselves up. It's one game. We can stop talking about unbeaten runs, because, as I've said all along, not to get too carried away, because we haven't been good. We haven't been great. You know, we've won games, but now people have got to step up to the plate. There's been some very harsh words in that dressing room, and you could probably hear it from the Cheadle end, if I'm honest. But you know, people can't go within themselves. They've got to, you know, we've got a big game against, you know, the title favourites on Monday away from home. Who've won today, so we've got a big game on. We've got carrying a lot of knocks, but that's why we've got the squad of players we've got.
Is Carl Ledsham heading for a job swap or not?
I thought he'd done well. You know, he's made some good stops. Just one of those days, isn't it? You can't, you know, you lose your goal, you don't have a goal on the bench. People may say, why not? We're at home. I'm going to try and win the game of football. We were down to 9 men. You know, but on top of that, you know, I couldn't even change me forwards to give Lamin or Kay a run, because, you know, Joe's ankle's gone just before half time. Another foul, which, you know, we've lost. I've lost Rob O'Whaley, so it was just one of them days where you've just got to put it to bed and move on, but move on knowing that you've got to improve significantly.
Okay, thanks for your time.
Cheers.